Hey guys, why is it so hard to change? Have you ever noticed this? It's a very popular phenomenon amongst us humans. How we struggle so much to break our current destructive behavior patterns and create new ones. And even if we finally do create new behaviors, we somehow just always go back to our old selves, and sometimes even worse than what we started off with. Like, we've all experienced this, let's be honest here. And I've definitely struggled with this. Like, trying to change has been like an uphill struggle for most of my life. Like, I was pretty bad, guys. Like put it this way, my breakfast for years was a Snickers bar, an energy drink, and a cigarette. Like, pretty fucked up, yeah. And on top of this, I was smoking weed all day, every day. And I was like eating just processed food. I reckon that never ate vegetables, definitely not, or fruit or anything like that. I was watching TV probably 6 hours a day minimum. If it was the weekend, it would be all weekend. I'd be playing video games all the time. I would never exercise. I'd lay in bed or sit on a couch whenever I could. I had chronic fatigue. I was also addicted to my negative thoughts and really struggled to be positive, you know. It was actually, it was tough. But it doesn't have to be tough. We make it tough for ourselves. That's the truth. But to understand why we struggle so much to change and we keep doing our destructive behavior patterns is our belief systems. Every single decision that you make is based on conscious or unconscious belief systems that lead you towards pleasure and away from pain. This is the very old school part of our brain, the reptilian brain, which is like your medulla and hypothalamus, which its primary function is to keep you alive, right? Your brain's job is not to make you happy. I'm sure you guys already know this, but it's not. It just wants you to survive. That's it. Humans are very pain-avoiding creatures, and we do more to avoid pain than we do to gain pleasure. We like to think that it's intellectual reasoning that drives our behaviors, but could not be further from the truth. It's our emotions that drive us. It's our neuroassociations, the associations we've established in our nervous system, that drives us what we do. I mean, think about it. You know intellectually that smoking a cigarette is bad for you, but you just somehow keep doing it. You know what I mean? Why is that? Again, it's because you're associating smoking a cigarette with pleasure, and if you were to quit cigarettes, you're associating that with pain. And it can seem very ridiculous, but it's conscious and unconscious belief systems that drives our behavior. Most of us are so afraid of the unknown. We're afraid to create a new identity because that's what we're doing, like, right? We've identified ourselves as a smoker. I'm just using an example, not calling all you guys smokers, but we identify ourselves with being a smoker. So for us to quit cigarettes, we would literally have to create a new identity for ourselves, right? And then some of us think, what are my friends going to think? What I'm going to have to do this, and then you get all this fearful, and then you link having to change to pain. And I've had old friends like this before. I've tried quitting cigarettes multiple times, and then they'll just tease you with it, right? Like, come on, man, just have one drag. Who cares? Live a little, you know what I mean? And they do this unconsciously because they don't want to lose you, right? They want you to fit their current paradigm, so they're unconsciously defending their behaviors, right? And they want to reinforce it. And this happens all the fucking time. It took me a long time to finally quit smoking because I was going about it completely the wrong way. It was almost 10 years until I finally quit for real. And the day that I decided to quit, I knew that I was never going to go back, because I got to that stage where I started linking massive pain to smoking. And this doesn't have to happen all the time, but it happens a lot with humans. Like, think about it. Like, you know when you get to that stage where you just can't keep doing what you're doing because something horrific happens, right? It's like a pressure cooker. You get to that stage where you just say to yourself, nah, not one more minute, not one more day, I'm quitting today. It could take getting fucking cancer for you to quit cigarettes. It could take for you not to be able to fit in an aeroplane seat because how much processed, shitty, fatty food you've been eating your whole life. It doesn't have to get to that stage, but a lot of us let it get to that stage. Well, then we start linking pain to that behavior pattern, and then we don't think about it anymore. I mean, have you ever noticed how, I'm sure maybe earlier in your life you were eating really shitty processed foods and soft drinks and all these things that you wouldn't even think twice about having today? So ultimately, to make change last, you must link pain to your old behaviors and link pleasure to your new behavior and condition it until it becomes consistent. That's the key. I can give you a few examples. If you want to quit drinking milk, let's say, start watching videos about what actually goes on. Start researching what it does to your health. Go to a slaughterhouse and see live and immerse yourself to what's going on. And I guarantee you, next time you see a bottle of milk, you're going to link so much pain with that, and it's going to be so disturbing that you're not going to bring yourself to do it. You want to quit smoking cigarettes and make that lasting change? Go to a hospital and go to the emphysema section and see patients literally dying from smoking this stuff. It sounds very extreme, but that's it. If you really want to make a change today and make it last, you want to make those strong neuro associations with your old destructive behavior patterns. And then to create new behavior, the secret is to start. A lot of us overwhelm ourselves with all these bullshit excuses so that we don't even begin. And it's ridiculous. Like, you know, when you're like, oh, you know what, I'm going to start quitting cigarette, or I want to start a new diet, and I'll start next week. Oh, you know, I'll start next month. And then you just keep coming up with excuse over excuse over excuse, man. If like, it's either today or it's never. Tomorrow never comes. So do something right now that's going to set yourself up to win. So if you want to start a new diet, go and buy groceries and prep your food before you go to bed, because it's usually in the morning when we're feeling the most unmotivated. But if we have all the prepping done, then that's going to increase your chances of eating healthy tenfold. And then you've started that momentum, because that's the hardest part, is taking that first step and creating that momentum. So you just got to keep going until you get to that stage where it's so ingrained in your nervous system that you don't even think about it. You just do it. So that's it, guys. I invite you to start really being honest with yourself and looking closely of what's actually driving your behaviors. Because if you're doing really destructive things to your body on a daily basis, you have an unconscious belief system that says, if I were to change this belief, then I would be giving up my identity, everything that I've stood for years. That's the unconscious BS, belief systems, that's stopping you from actually breaking your current cycle. So like I said before, it's about linking new neuro associations to what you associate pain and pleasure with. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got some interesting insights that can help you with your life, which you can start applying right now. So don't wait till tomorrow, start now. Do something that's going to set yourself up to win, and just be honest with yourself and really try to get to the root of your limiting belief systems. But anyways, guys, that's me. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and if you want to support us on Patreon and get behind what I'm doing, I'd really appreciate that. Left the link in the description below. But have an awesome day, guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.